Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Nonsense Podcast. I am your host, FM Bob, the solo dolo guy. No guest today because it's Friday, Throwback Friday. How you been? It's been a minute, hasn't it? You haven't seen me for, over a week now. And you're probably wondering why. Well, guess what? I've been sick again. The stupid weather. The weather that does this thing in Chicago where it goes up and then down and then up and then down. It's cold, it's hot, and then it's cold again. I don't understand who is touching the thermostat, and I'm going to kindly ask you to stop because I think I have allergy issues. I know I can't deal with weather flips consistently like that. I mean, from 50 to 80, a 30-degree shift and within a weekend's time. Yeah, I'm going to get a little sick. I got the sniffles and whatnot. So it's really, I talked through it the last time I got sick, but hearing it back, it's just like, do you really want to hear somebody with a frog in his throat type shit trying to fucking talk to you, the hundreds and dozens, I'm just going to leave it at the dozens and dozens of Bob fans. It's like, nah, man, nobody wants to hear that shit anymore. So I took a small break, tried to recuperate myself. My engineer's sick. Kelly is not feeling too well, so best wishes would be nice from the effing crew and the effing fans, or whatever you want to call yourselves. It's best wishes to Kelly that she recovers quicker than I did, because I just was feeling like shit. I wasn't even planning on taking a Monday off, and then Monday was off. And then I'm like, all right, I'm still going to make it to the Thursday because I promised you guys a Thursday. And I was still not feeling like shit. Yes, Wednesday to make the Thursday, I guess you should say. So now it's Thursday and I'm just like, fuck it. I need to get some content out there. I miss the people. I miss doing the podcasting thing. And I definitely miss cracking a cold one. Liquid death, murder your thirst type shit. You know what I'm saying? Got to stay hydrated, especially when you're sick. So yeah, I just missed kicking it with you people. So I was like, I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna tough one of these out. I can't miss a Friday. I enjoy my Fridays. So anyway, how's it going? How are you? What's been up? Hopefully you had a stress-free weekend or previous weekend leading into the week. Hopefully you had a stress-free week because shit, we're all gonna die one day. Let's not die stressed. So, a few things I promised and a few things happened, huh? So first, let's just get to the things that happened. Holy shit, Ron DeSantis is running for president like we didn't know. Do you think I care? Do you think you care? I mean, anybody but Trump and Biden, I guess. Who knows? So that's the thing that happened. Good luck. I mean, nice move. Shit, doing it on Twitter or some shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm trying to stay out of politics. But that was like the big thing apparently for the last few days. Just found out literally 20 minutes ago, Tina Turner died. Holy shit, Tina Turner died? Thought she was already dead. So really not a shock to me. It was more so, wait, she was alive to die today? Well, shit. So shout out to the Tina Turner fans that are still like, oh my God, I can't believe Tina Turner died. Yeah. Wasn't she doing drugs with Bobby? Is that the one that was doing drugs with Bobby? No, that was Ike. I'm sorry. Bobby and Whitney, Ike and Tina. Whatever. She made some great songs, you know? Fucking, wasn't that Rolling Down the River? Great song. I like that song. What's Love Got to Do With It? That's a great one. I do like that Jimmy Jams. She made I'm not saying she's not important. I'm just saying, not the celebrity death I'm willing to go, oh my God, over. It's just like, man, that's another legend. That's a legend down, and cheers to the legends. You know what I'm saying? So on this day of remembrance for Tina Turner, we're gonna have a moment of silence. Done. When older celebrities die, it's really hard to like feel super bad. I'm not saying I revel in anyone's death. I'm just saying, like, if you lived a full life, go gracefully, man. It's been one. You did it. You made it to the end. Good shit. So I'm not mad. I'm sad, but I won't even say I'm sad. It's just like, yeah, you know what? Like, she did her thing. She was important. Made some great songs. Don't get me wrong. Just one day you gotta go, man. Everybody's gotta go one day, and it was Tina Turner's turn. So Tina Turner's turn. Say that shit two times fast. Fuck out of here. I can't even barely say it once. Anyway, so shout out to the Tina Turner fans and Tina Turner herself. May you rest in peace. Hopefully Ike ain't up there beating you up again. Because Jesus Christ, have you not had enough of that? Say what's up to MJ for me. Michael Jackson. Not MJ. MJ's still here. Jordan, that is. So that happened. Sports news. Fucking LeBron's out. No LeBron in the NBA Finals, so swept at that too. Holy shit. Like, I was not expecting a sweep. I was like, man, he's gonna fight for it. But good old Jokic, man. Joker put the paws on him. He was putting up shots like I couldn't believe. The Denver Nuggets, for the first time in ever, are making it to the NBA Finals. And let's just be realistic. At the moment right now, they're not in it, but we know the fucking Heat are going to the finals. So here we go again, buddies. Hopefully this time, Jimmy Butler pulls a rabbit out of his ass and fucking wins the title on this one. But I will personally say, wouldn't be upset if the Nuggets pulled out one. That would be fucking awesome. So shout out to both teams. I'm expecting a gentleman's sweep for the Boston Celtics. They won the last game, so gentleman's sweeps. Heat in 5. Let's get to the finals, baby. So it's all good. So that happened. Tina Turner, the Heat, NBA in general. John Morant still not being punished yet. Please punish John Morant. I'm sick of his ass. Obviously, with LeBron out of the playoffs, it's back to the is he really the GOAT story? And here's what I got to say about this. Sip first. Here's what I got to say about this. How about, personally, let me say it this way. First off, LeBron's not the GOAT. It's Jordan. We've already had these discussions many times over. It's fucking Jordan. Can you say that LeBron's a great player, a fantastic player, a storied player? Yes, he's all of those things. But there's a lot of players that I kind of put on par or above LeBron. It's hard to say to anybody that there's somebody better than Jordan. And again, I don't just look at the game of basketball when I say Jordan is the greatest. I look at overall. So a lot of people are just like 6 rings, all the accolades and all of that shit. I'm looking at the simple shit when I say Jordan is GOAT. It's, did he win? Yes. Is he accomplished in the game of basketball? Yes. How he's accomplished, I don't give a shit. But we all can easily say he's accomplished as a basketball player. Was he the guy when he was playing? When people played against Jordan, people were like, fuck, I got to play Jordan today. So there was a level of fear and like, fuck, either we got to show out or we're probably not going to win this game. But it was a fight every time you were going to play Jordan. So there's that aspect. There's the aspect of just the magical moments that Jordan had in general, you know? So you have all of those things. So you have the accolades and then the story games of Jordan, you know? Everybody can talk about the flu game. They can talk about the Jordan shrug. Like all of these things that were things that people remember. So you have all of that story. Then you have to think about the small things. Was he just cool in general? People love Jordan. Jordan's a cool dude. He was a likable guy when you didn't have to play him. Don't forget, there was commercials. I want to be like Mike. Who didn't want to be like Mike? Mike was the shit. So you had that aspect of it, of just people wanting to be like him. People taking all of his mannerisms, the tongue stick out, the post moves that he had, the Jordan fadeaway, like shit that is attached to Jordan's name. Jordan's signature dunk, the cradle dunk that people, even though other people did it, when you think the cradle dunk, you think Jordan. When you think his iconic moment, his dunk, you think Jordan. Taking off from the free throw line, you think Jordan. These are all things that you think of Jordan. Just thinking of him being that guy makes him GOAT. Then I think about shit that he did outside of basketball. Most people don't give a shit about the Windy City video game, but he had that. He had video games, Bird versus Jordan, and shit like that. Or, yeah, he had those games. He had the Space Jam movie and Space Jam video game. He had even though he had nothing to do with it, but there was a movie like Mike. I don't know if you remember it, with Little Bow Wow, who put on a random pair of Jordans and got Jordan-esque talent. That is an iconic movie, maybe, lost to time to a certain degree, but the concept of, I want to be like Mike, you know what I mean? So that was a thing. Even though they tried to do that kind of shit with Durant, wasn't as cool. And even though LeBron did a Space Jam movie, which we can all agree was not the same fucking movie. Just kind of weird. And then the fact that the Looney Tunes were taking shots at LeBron, which kind of also funny to me. They didn't take a damn shot at fucking Jordan at all. They were just like, Jordan's the guy, man. If we get Jordan, we're going to win. And mind you, that's against the team of the greatest stolen talents of the NBA era at that time. And they were just like, all we need is Jordan. If we can get Jordan, we straight. So yeah, you have all those little things. Again, the Jordan shoe, Nike brand. I feel like we wouldn't even have Nikes to this extent if it wasn't for fucking Jordan. Jordan paved the way for others. LeBron has not done that yet. Can he do it? Will he do it? Maybe, So there's just a lot of things around Jordan that makes Jordan the GOAT to me. It's not just the game, it's other shit, I mean, shit. Jordan was so damn good at one point they wouldn't even put him in video games. They were like, that's cheating. You can't have Jordan. He's too fucking good. Never said about LeBron, is all I'm saying. So yeah, there's just a plethora of things. But that aside, can we do one other thing? How about when teams play LeBron? Can we talk about the team that beat LeBron every once in a while? Like when Curry was beating LeBron, we were talking about Curry. Why is it that now when Jokic, an up-and-coming guy, a guy who solidified himself as a great player, he beats LeBron, we're not really talking about Jokic. We're not talking about the Denver Nuggets. We're just like, is LeBron done? Is LeBron going to retire? Is LeBron even the GOAT at all? It's like, he lost. Wasn't even that big of a damn deal. He's fucking damn near 40. He's old. We're done talking about LeBron now. Let's talk about that Jokic guy that just fucking dominated a fucking sweep, which is impressive to do this late in the fucking playoffs. Let's talk about that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I would ask. It's chill on the GOAT debate for a little bit. Let's enjoy the playoffs as they are, because that's why a lot of people are getting out of basketball, is because everything is revolved around LeBron. And it doesn't have to be that way. He's not that guy right now. I could understand that 5+ years ago. We could all just hover around LeBron and suck on the teat of LeBron. But he's older now. Remember, when Jordan got older, as good of a player as he still was, we were at that point talking about the younger guys. Kobe existed, and we were all talking about Kobe at that point. And when Kobe played against him, it was, look at these two guys playing, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Let's just open the door for new people now. Like, let's talk about some different people. So that's all I'm saying. And at the end of the day, LeBron's not my GOAT. He can be your GOAT. How about that? He can be your guy, but he ain't my guy. So, yeah, that happened. As I said, it's plenty of shit that happened. I don't even know how far into this fucking episode I am. Holy shit, time flies. But yeah, no, LeBron's out. Jimmy's still in. I hope Jimmy wins. I'm going to say when it comes down to it into the finals, I'm going to say Heat in 6. How about that? That's my prediction for the NBA finals. Speaking of basketball, though, let's talk a little bit more basketball. I know I got to fly through a bunch of shit. Speaking of basketball, apparently Brittany Griner just played her first game after getting back from Russia. Congratulations, Brittany Griner. She also found out real fucking fast, no one cares at all. No one gave a rat's ass that she is now back from Russia, ready to play, because them stands was empty. Just like most WNBA games. Hate to say it, bitch. The WNBA is boring. It's very fucking boring. No one cared. You know what it was? She got a little hype when people were like, free Britney and all of that shit. don't forget that black people will be on the side of black people no matter what, except for when you actually need them. We was all big and bad about Free Britney. And then once we handed, we made the WNBA trade of the century for trading her for the Merchant of Death, we were like, maybe we should have left that bitch over there. We don't really need her that bad. So yeah, we made a piss poor trade. We got Brittany Griner back, and then we realized, forgot, I don't like WNBA. Shit sucks. So, welcome back, bitch. Yeah, she played her first game, empty stands. I don't even know if anybody talks about her stat line. Don't think anybody gives a fuck. That's, who gives a shit? Matter of fact, I'll do you the service. I'll look up her stat line and see if anybody actually gives a fuck. All right, Brittany Griner's first game. Jesus Christ, I don't know. First game back. Stats. I just need the stats. Woo! Friday's game against the Sparks 6 days ago. 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Do you care yet? That's a decent mediocre game. Ooh, I love how it was like her unbelievable return. What an unbelievable stat line. Fucking 18 points, man. She fucking killed it. She was gunning her ass off. She was hitting shots you couldn't believe. Yeah, fucking 18 points. I lost my mouse. There it is. It was like, what the fuck? There were some people there. Fucking Kamala Harris was, not doing her damn job and went to the game. Oh, Billie Jean King and wife. They were there. Fucking Magic Johnson, Paul George, Byron Scott, Robert Horry was even there. Yeah, see, there's some people there. What the fuck you got to be upset about? Just a few people showed up. It's great. It's great. She did good. Killed it. Beat this. Did she win? Brittany Griner had 16, 18, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks. In her first WNBA since being jailed. Her Phoenix Mercury lost, though. Oh, she lost. So she still fucking lost. I'm trying to be positive here. She dropped a whole 18 points and 6 rebounds. She couldn't put up them goddamn stats that she needed to win the game. God damn it, bitch, do better. You gotta 20 points. And then wasn't she bragging that she was better than Cousins? With a stat line of 18 points, you have to put up at least 20. Put up 20. Where your assist there? You ain't got no assist? Not a goddamn assist. 6 rebounds. You're the biggest bitch on the court. Double-double. Where's the double-double at? 4 blocks? That's solid. I give you 4 blocks. Good shit. Man, crash the boards. Put them points up. Actually, no, I want to see the actual stat line. What was her shooting percentage that game? She only got 18 points. Like, I'm finna dig deep on this one. I'm not trying to say I'm embarrassing her, but I'm just like, no, you gotta do better than that. You gotta do a little bit better than that. LA Spark as the Friday game. Okay, here we go. She played a whole 25 minutes. There you go. Fucking 25 minutes. She was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 100% from free throw. That's decent. 6 rebounds, 2 steals. No steals, I'm sorry. 1 turnover, not too bad. Field goal 7 and 9. 7 and 9, so 77%. I mean, she was hitting her shots. Got to get a couple more attempts there, Brittany. Next game, last Sunday, she put up a solid 27 points. There you go. That's a little bit better. 27 and 10. She needed time to warm up. Get off her back. Brittany is back. You know how boring the world is right now where I'm reading Brittany Griner's stats. She was putting up buckets, all right? Shit. And a whole solid. So she only got 3 games. There you go. She played a preseason game. Got 1. Played for 17 minutes, 10 points. Shit. She's putting up numbers, okay? I'm not trying to be a dick, but damn it. Star player, we traded you for the Merchant of Death. God damn it, put up more than 27. I expect you to score 40. The fuck are you doing? You lost the first game. They lost both games. They lost both games they played. Lost to Chicago. I think they were recent champs. Lost to LA Sparks. Get your ass whooped twice. That's all I'm saying. Maybe they need to build a team around you or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the WNBA. But you lost. And that's all that matters. There's winners and there's losers. And you are a 2-time loser. Maybe you need some warm-up time. Did you practice? Did you do some push-ups or some shit while you was in prison? I don't know what the fuck you were doing. You should have stayed in shape. But we'll see. I'm gonna check in on her stats every once in a while just to make sure that we should check in on her stats and then check in on the Merchant of Death stats and see if he's managed to push some weapons or murder a bunch of people, some shit like that. Because I feel like he's back to business. So, anywho, I spent way too much time on that, I feel like, but it is what it is. So after those things have happened, I think that's all the current event shit that I was gonna get to. Had to talk about Brittany Griner though, apparently. PlayStation. I promised you I was gonna be here for you right after the PlayStation event. I'm sorry I am late, but nothing happened. Really, nothing really got announced. I'm slightly disappointed, but let's hit the big topics. Numero uno. Motherfucking Metal Gear Solid. Holy shit. I have never played, I won't say I've never played through Metal Gear. I haven't played through a lot of Metal Gear. I think I've played Sons of Liberty, when you played as Raiden, I think it was, for like a majority of the game. And I was just like, who the fuck is this kid? So I didn't get a really good introduction to Metal Gear, but it was a decent game. Played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. I think 5 was the Phantom Pain, and then 4 was when he was an old ass dude. I don't understand Metal Gear, but I will say this: Metal Gear's fucking fun. So shout out to Metal Gear. I think they're re-releasing all their games, updating and remastering. Metal Gear Solid 3 was the big announcement. So shit, I'm looking forward to it. I know a handful of people that are looking forward to it. Hopefully you're looking forward to it. Was a great announcement. Pretty dope trailer, actually. Number 2, Final Fantasy 16. Still don't care. And I'm going to tell you why. Because people are on my ass. Because I'm like, everybody's like, you love Final Fantasy. What's with this one that you don't give a shit? When they dive deeply into the dungeons, dragons, princesses, and all that shit, I lose interest really fast. I feel like I like Final Fantasy when there's a twist. So Final Fantasy 7, still following some of, a lot of the core mechanics of Final Fantasy, but putting it in a steampunk era type feel, not having a princess type thing, but having, the damsel in distress character that you want to save. That was is that a gnat? That was weird. Anyway, having the damsel in distress character, Aerith, still cool. All of that stuff, a magic-based system, ancient civilizations. They keep all of that, but there was a modern twist to it. 10, same thing. They have ancient, fucking styles, rituals, and things that going on, but a more modern feel with vehicles and sports, shit like that. Like, I'm like, all right, that's a word I can get behind. Final Fantasy VIII having mercenaries, again, putting a modern spin on an old classic style of storytelling. 13 was but again, was interesting because of the new art, modern stylings, futuristic stylings, having a, what I thought was going to be a great female character, but I was interested. Final Fantasy 15, going back closer to the princesses and all of that shit. But again, a bigger modern style to it. None of these fucking, wearing weird armor and shit like that. It was literally, 15 was literally the boys kicking it on the way to a wedding. It's the greatest shit in the world. I fucking loved it. The story was terrible, but just kicking it with your boys was actually kind of fun. Having all of the extra story elements not put into the game for some stupid reason, but having, each individual character have their own episode, and their own adventure separate of the rest of the group. A movie, tie-in, anime tie-in, book tie-in, all great things. Different style, different world, all of this other little stuff that made the game really interesting. Really got me hooked. This one seems like it's really diving all the way back into, kingdoms, princesses, all of that shit. And there was nothing of extra that really made me say, all right, I'm going to check it out. The only thing that was different was the combat style, and it looks very Devil May Cry-esque, and I would just play Devil May Cry at this point. So no knock to the game, no knock to Square Enix. This one just doesn't catch my attention. And plus, I think that was Final Fantasy Origins with Chaos, where the whole story was just fighting chaos, and this jackass put on headphones. It was kind of weird. Just nothing really fit in that one. So I was just out of that one entirely. And that one had a very big Devil May Cry-esque fighting style. So I was just like, I'm out. So the last two Final Fantasy games really just kind of bugged me, and I'm just like, I'll wait till 7 comes back, please. Thank you. Quick shout out. World of Final Fantasy. If you haven't played that, play that shit. That game's fucking awesome. I'm actually replaying through World of Final Fantasy in tandem with playing through Tears of the Kingdom when I just need a break, So yeah, Final Fantasy 16, not interested, but hopefully you're interested. Looks like a pretty decent game, just not a game for me. That's all it is. Just not for me. Some games ain't gotta be for me, Anyway, so that, Metal Gear, and then thirdly, the portable PlayStation device that I was super interested in turns out to be nothing, at least for now. But it looks like a controller stuck to a tablet that's good for Wi-Fi streaming your PS5 games. The only thing that's going to save this is if there is a hidden feature that they just didn't tell us yet, or B, the price point is under $150. That's the only way that shit's getting sold. It has to be no more than $150. I feel like they should price that bitch at $100. Because other than that, there's literally no reason to do that. Why do you ask? Because, I don't know, there's a app for Android and iOS that's called Remote Play. You can literally do that shit on your fucking phone. And funnily enough, the PS5 controllers happen to be Bluetooth. So I have the two devices I need to do exactly what your device is going to do. Why am I buying your device again? So until they can give me a price point, a secondary functionality, or anything else that makes this device look much cooler than what it is 100% a waste of money. So we will wait. They said they're going to announce a little bit more down the road. Hopefully it's good announcements. But I'm going to hold off on that purchase. There's some other shit I'd rather purchase than a portable tablet that can only do one thing. Seems really stupid to me. But again, price that bitch at $100. I just might get it for, gaming and around the house type shit, Might want to take a shit. Maybe somebody else wants to use the TV for a few minutes and I just want to play the game. And I might, not want to fucking overheat my phone type shit, even though I have, the illustrious, the great Samsung S22 Ultra, one of the greatest phones ever made. Fucking camera zoom times 100, taking fucking photos of the moon on this bitch. Super powerful, able to emulate games on my phone, mind you. So I don't see why that device couldn't at least emulate a game. Play PSP games. If it allowed you to download a PSP game, I'd be all over it. A PlayStation 1, maybe even PlayStation 2 games. Maybe if it allowed you to download or stream play, some of the classic games. If they allowed you to stream play without directly connecting to your PS5. Possibilities is all I'm saying. Handful of possibilities, but right now they're saying it needs to directly connect to the PS5. If it directly connects to the PS5, it is a useless device. Just saying. We'll see though. I'm waiting. But, god damn it, they ended on a bang. PlayStation showed off what I hope for, Spider-Man 2, and god damn it, does it look good. It looks so fucking good. It looks so fucking good. Spider-Man 2, reintroducing Miles Morales and Peter Parker with new powers, new suits, and the symbiote Black Venom suit for Spider-Man. Thank good God that they are going to do Venom properly. Venom needs to be attached to Spider-Man to exist. Those Venom movies that you guys love so much, I know you Marvel fans, you love your Marvel movies. The Venom movies don't make sense. The symbiote needs Spider-Man to obtain its fucking powers. It will not turn into Venom without Spider-Man. That's kind of how the fuck it works. He attaches itself to Spider-Man. And then once Spider-Man removes it, it kind of says, I like those things you did. I like your suit and your powers. I'm going to just mimic all of that shit and go attach myself to somebody bigger, stronger, and cooler. That's how you typically get Venom. So they didn't do that in the movies, and I thought it was kind of weird. But hey, alternate timeline or some shit, who gives a fuck? But they're going the righteous way. They're doing it right. Hearing Yuri, the voice actor for Spider-Man, do Venom style lines, great. I loved it. The only thing that I hate so far is that I had to remember as he was performing some of those lines, oh, that's right, they changed his face and he looks stupid now. So now I have to think about the stupid face that looks really similar to Tom Holland for some fucking reason. His face doing Venom lines. It don't match. The OG face, though, the one who looked roughed, tumbled, distressed from being Spider-Man for a good couple years, and then you give him Venom powers, yeah, he's going to be a dick, and he's going to be an asshole, and yeah, it would have been a hell of a lot more believable. But giving Babyface back to fucking Peter Parker and then making him aggro, just not believable right now. That's why I feel like they should not do Tom Holland with Venom, because it wouldn't make sense. Do you, be honest, comment below, do you see Tom Holland playing a good black suit Spider-Man? Absolutely the fuck not. Andrew Garfield maybe could have done it. Peter Parker, as much as you disliked it, he went badass. He went emo, but he was kind of a dick about it, and we all loved it. So, it was done. That's what they're going with. I do love the new powers. I kind of like that they got the little flight suit glider wings and shit under their suits. Kind of cool. Love that they brought back the super slingshot. Thank God. Love the slingshot. That was one of my favorite things. Love that Miles still has his awkward-ish kind of swinging style. So that means he's still going to be really smooth and cool with the swinging. Love it. Hopefully he still pulls out the cell phone on the descent. You know what I mean? Hopefully they keep, the multiple suits, which I don't see why they wouldn't have multiple suits. Hopefully they have some really interesting villains. Having, I think his name is Beastmaster, whatever the fuck. Love it. Hopefully they make him really cool. Obviously Venom is going to make an appearance at some point. Would love if Green and or Hobgoblin make an appearance in this one. Because Black Suit Spider-Man's back, you can't mess this up, and I think they need to do it. For those who are super fans of Spider-Man, I know you guys watched the 90s cartoon, fucking Marvel Spider-Man on Fox. There was one scene that needs to be redone in these new games, and that is when Black Suit Spider-Man in the cartoon was going after Shocker, and he goes, Shocker! If they don't redo that scene, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth. Great scene. Terrible. I won't even say terrible voice. I can just obviously over the top for no fucking reason. Recreate that scene for me, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. I need it. And if you don't know what scene I'm talking about, just go look that shit up. Just look up fucking 90s Spider-Man. Fucking Spider-Man chases Shocker. It's gonna come up. I'm pretty sure it's all over TikTok. Hold on. I'm sure it's all over TikTok right now because people are going to meme the fuck out of that. And because I thought of it, I'm not that unique. I'm pretty sure somebody else has thought of that. So hopefully they're already memeing the fuck out of that shit. But yeah, please, more Black Suit Spider-Man stuff. That would be great. And just as a special nod, because they did it into the Spideyverse, bring back the Toby dance, please. Because the Toby dance is iconic. So let's bring that shit back. That would be great. They don't even have to do the whole thing, but just make it an emote. I'll take it as an emote. If they want to have just like a weird scene where he's snapping his fingers down, down the streets of New York. Just a little nod to that would be great and appreciated. If they don't want to move away from Toby, I understand. Or not move away from it, but just like, he's not Toby, let's not do Toby stuff. But just a nod to it. They did an Into the Spideyverse where he did the fucking dance. It's an iconic dance. Dude, that dance is so iconic. They gave it to Daisy in fucking Mario Strikers, their goofy Sonic game. Daisy's doing the Tobey Maguire dance. The dance is iconic. Just a nod, please. Maybe a little bit of the music or something. I don't know, but just something. I think that's something that should be done. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, Spider-Man looks phenomenal. 10 out of 10 game. Will be a heavy contender for Game of the Year, obviously. I just don't know. Because I did overstep my boundaries. I will admit that. I was really gunning for Hogwarts Legacy. Because Hogwarts Legacy is a great game. 100% a great game. 10 out of 10 game. But there's a lot of things I didn't like about it. And it is for a niche market. People who love Harry Potter and who love those style of games. Tears of the Kingdom is fucking incredible, though. That game is just the funnest sandbox game I've played in a long, long time. Gives you all the things you need. It's a Zelda game. I mean, what can you say? Super fun. So that one's hardcore contender. I feel like that's 100% a 10 out of 10 game. The shit that people have complaints about is really silly. They're like, oh man, why does the game not have full voice acting? Motherfucker, no Zelda game has had full voice acting. That's just not a thing. Link doesn't even talk. The fact that they have some voice acting is pretty impressive. I don't think it needs to have a shit ton of voice acting. Maybe more voice acting, cool. But it's on a Switch console. Who gives a shit? Yeah, the drop in frames, I can understand is a problem. But I also rarely ever fucking notice them because the game's fun and I ain't got time to be noticing frame data. It's not some shit I give a fuck about. I care if the game's fun, and the game's really fucking fun. Haven't built any super mechs yet, but I did build a pretty dope jet. Tried the hover bike, fucked it up somehow. Built me a little nice off-road car. Really cool. Starting to get the hang of building. I don't want to cheat yet and look up how to build stuff. I kind of want to be creative on my own, and I'm having a lot of fun doing that. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I love the new combat system and the new, create a weapon and mixing pieces together to make cool items and weapons and all of that stuff. Super fun, super intuitive, super just great game all the way around. First really serious, actual continuance of a Zelda story. Really awesome. I love it. I do love it. I love seeing all the characters from Breath of the Wild a little older and more wiser and shit like that. No spoilers. I don't know any spoilers because I haven't gotten to play it a lot because I'm fucking busy. But yeah, no, it's super fun. I fucking love it. I have no problem with it. Spider-Man is obviously going to be fun, which is, again, the shit that matters to me. I don't give a fuck about specs, frames, and all of this other shit. I don't care. Is the game fucking fun? No shit, it's Spider-Man. It's going to be fucking fun. Miles is cool. Peter's cool. Minus my distaste of his new face. I like that, by the way. But minus the distaste of his new face, it's going to be fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun playing it. It's going to look pretty. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to enjoy swinging through town once again because he is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So I can't wait for that fall 2023. It's going to be some good times. Speaking of which, hopefully you guys seen all the other plethora games that are coming out. Street Fighter's coming out soon, if it's not already out. Mortal Kombat 1 got announced since the last time I spoke to you guys, and holy shit, does that look like it's going to be a lot of fucking fun. I did say Mortal Kombat, didn't I? Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1. Either way, going to be tons of fun. Love the new Liu Kang shit that they're going to roll with. Obviously Shao Kahn's, or not Shao Kahn, but the fuck is his name? Your soul is mine, ass nigga. I don't know. I can't think of it. Is it Shao Kahn? No, it's not Shao Kahn. The fuck is his name? Mortal Kombat villain. Your soul is mine. Flawless victory and all that. Shang Tsung, that's his name. God damn, I couldn't think his name for shit. But yeah, he's gonna be the next big bad guy again, as he should. It is Shang Tsung. Started with him, should always be him, honestly, at the end of the day. So yeah, no, it looks really cool, really interesting. Alternate timeline, universe shit, obviously, because they pretty much killed off and changed everything for everybody type shit. So I'm fine with it, honestly. Like I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably not gonna pick it up day one because I have way too much other shit to play. But I am looking forward to picking it up because the last 3 fucking Mortal Kombat games have really good stories, weirdly enough, which I feel like they should bring back. Fighting games with stories and likable characters is why people like me play fighting games. I'm not good at fighting games. I don't care about frame steps and all of that other goofy shit and hitbox and why are you making games unfun? Why are you going out of your way to make games unfun? I don't want to do all of that shit. I just want to mash some buttons, have some fun, do a cool move or two, and fucking put the control down. I got other shit to play. I don't want to put work into a fighting game, is all I'm saying. If you do, more power to you. I'm not saying that, but adding a single player story element makes me like the characters more, give a shit about what's going on, and wonder why you're making 16 different iterations of the game. Weirdly enough, for me, Street Fighter 2 was pinnacle. And since they dove away from a story, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just going to keep playing Street Fighter 2 because it had most of the characters, all the characters I cared about, dope music, and I could just play it. I might play different iterations of Street Fighter because they're okay, but Street Fighter 2 Turbo, pinnacle of the fucking game. Tournament Edition had more characters, so maybe that one. But pretty much whichever one had the most fucking characters, and it was Street Fighter 2, I'm playing that one. That's all I'm saying. I don't need any of this new shit. Granted, even though Street Fighter 5 looks pretty cool, or is it 6? It's 6 now. Looks cool. Love that they're making the button combinations and shit simpler. I haven't gotten a chance to play the beta yet. I will try and get my hands on the beta and play it sometime. I think it's probably gone by now. But either way, I will test it. I will fuck with it, but I don't care because they don't put any effort into the story. Hence why I like Soul Calibur. What's the other one? Dead or Alive. Not for titties, but jiggle physics make the game cooler. And plus, simple. Very simple game to play. Soul Calibur. Fun, simple, great story. Dead or Alive, like I said. Simple, fun, great story. Guilty Gear. Simple, fun, great story. Are you seeing a fucking trend here? Simple, fun, great story. Marvel vs. Capcom. Simple, fun, great, decent story. I won't say great story, but decent story for the last few of them. That's how you keep people playing your game. That's kind of all you have to do is just simple, fun, great story. Don't know. Or interesting characters like Skullgirls and shit like that. People love Skullgirls because they were interesting looking characters and people were interested in getting to know them. Simple, fun, great story. When it comes down to, oh, you can do this, this, and that, and block, 90% of the people don't give a fuck, except for the hardcore fighting gamers. Nothing wrong with being a hardcore fighting style gamer. But when you want to introduce new people into it, you have to find ways to introduce new people to your fucking fighting games. Simple button combinations, fun, great story. That's it. But yeah, Mortal Kombat's going to be interesting. Obviously, Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4 is coming sooner than later. Definitely will be playing that because it's simple, fun, and has a great story. But hopefully they don't fuck it up. I'm pretty sure they're going to fuck it up, but I will at least be dabbling and playing that too. So those games are coming out. Just found out today, by the way. Fucking Lord of the Rings Golem just came out and is released, so I'll find some time to play that too, I guess, because I want to play with my boy Golem, a.k.a. Schmeagle. You know, Bagginses. What's up, Bagginses? Love that little fuck. So I'll find some time to play that. But I've also done this. For those who are avid gamers and who have become avid collectors of gaming because of backlogs, I've given myself a new rule, and I share with you because I hope you find time to do the same. Instead of increasing your backlog in these trying times of inflation and money just not going as far as it used to go. Let's all band together and say, we will not buy every game day one, because we don't need to buy every game day one. It's burning a hole in your pocket, you know what I mean? And you ain't playing all of that shit. So here's what I've devised as a new method for my madness. I will buy some games day one, games that are important to buy day one. You know, your Tears of the Kingdom, shit like that, shit that I know I'm going to play right away. But instead of immediately buying the next new game, right now I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. When I'm done with that, I will be completing in its entirety a game that I already own. I must complete at least one game that I already own before I purchase the next game. So I think I'm going to dive back into Final Fantasy X, because I have not played Final Fantasy X to its, completion yet. Yes, I know the ending of the story. I haven't seen it because I've been avoiding it because I want to do it my damn self. So yeah, I will be playing that next after I'm done with Tears of the Kingdom. Then probably the next set of games I'm going to buy are probably one of the fighting games, which is most likely going to be Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4. And then I will be playing the Spider-Man series. So I'm going to probably start over, play Spider-Man Miles Morales, then play the new Spider-Man 2 game. After that, I will choose an older game again because I just bought the new one. Play a game that I already own and haven't finished before I purchase the new one. And I'm just going to keep that trend up until I fucking clear out my backlog, because my backlog is getting thick. I mean, stupid thick. So we got to clear out those backlogs, people. Let's not keep doing this shit to ourselves. Don't mind my shorts, by the way. It's fucking hot and I got a hoodie on. Don't ask questions. Probably nobody gave two shits about my shorts, by the way. But yeah. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. Playing these old games, catching up on some backlogs, and doing all of that shit. Hopefully, I'm trying to set this shit up so I can do it in here, but maybe I'll get back to streaming so I have a reason to play some of these older games again. So anyway, that's my plan. That's the things that are going on. And I think that's all the gaming news that is going on for right now too. So hopefully, everybody has seen and gotten something that they want to play. Like I said, I know a lot of people that are super excited for fucking Metal Gear. I'm super excited for Spider-Man 2. I can't wait for that to come out. Again, these shorts are bothering me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited for all of these games. I can't wait to play them. Hopefully you can't wait to play them. Jesus Christ, I had so much more to talk about, but how about this? I'll give you a teaser because we're recording next week's episodes pretty soon. So I'll give you a teaser conversation, and hopefully Mr. Invincible's in the crowd listening right now. Fucking Chris Jericho made a statement on his podcast recently that I feel like has angered a lot of people by accident. He stated, and I'm quoting him directly, that I don't understand why there's Missy Elliott's. The Missy Elliott's and LL Cool J made into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but guys like Thin Lizzy, Scorpions, and Iron Maiden have not made it in. People heard that the way they wanted to hear that. And they were hearing it as, why did you have to mention LL Cool J and Missy Elliott like they don't belong in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame over these other people? Why didn't you mention people like Eminem who are in there? So it's not a hip hop thing. It's a these two people thing. Here's what I have to say about it. And this is going to be a full debate, I feel like, later. Does Missy Elliott deserve to be, acknowledged for her greatness? Yes. LL Cool J? Yes. Maybe not to the extent of Missy Elliott. I feel like Missy Elliott's much more important to music than LL Cool J. Don't get me wrong. LL Cool J is pretty damn dope. Mama said knock you out and whatnot. And he's just a smooth motherfucker. But these people have made contributions to the music industry like no other. Let's be realistic. They got great hits and all of that great shit. Missy Elliott, I've always said, is probably one of the greatest female artists of all time to me. But here's the thing. I think this is what Chris was saying, and I'm just thinking on behalf of Chris and as a lover of music. When you have something called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you expect the rock and roll legends to easily have been into that Hall of Fame. Those people should never have, you shouldn't even second guess if those people are in the Hall of Fame. Scorpions, let's be realistic. I don't give a fuck if you only like one of their songs. That one song you like is a fucking hit song and will forever be played throughout the ether. Rock You Like a Hurricane. Enough fucking said. That song is fucking phenomenal. It's a great goddamn song. They have a plethora laundry list of other great songs, and they are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because what? Why are they not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Thin Lizzy, I can't speak on, but I know they have some great songs. He also mentioned Meatloaf, which is holy shit. I didn't even know Meatloaf wasn't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He definitely should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Again, for if you only like one of his songs, and again, maybe you just don't know who he is, but you know his music. Who doesn't know I Will Do Anything for Love? That song, fucking Meatloaf. Everybody knows that song. It's a great goddamn song, and he's got a great voice. I do it, no goddamn justice. But it's a great song. Great, talented individual. Has now been, he's dead and gone, and will never get to experience the accolade that he deserves in being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But again, I digress. The big one, though, is fucking Iron Maiden. I don't even know how Iron Maiden isn't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The fucking Flight 666 tour. Flight 666, yeah, 3 6s. That tour alone should have put him in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All of them. The fact that they are still dropping albums to this day tells you they should be in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Every song they have performed is incredible. We managed to go to the Legacy of the Beast fucking tour. The fact that they have a mascot, a well-known mascot in Eddie. So many different levels of things that they've done. The fact that they can tour to any country and sell the fuck out instantly is incredible. These dudes can't go to a single country where they're not known. Just because you don't know them doesn't mean they're not well known, is what I'm saying. These dudes sell out everywhere. They sell out in places where they don't even speak the language of the music they're making. That's how great Iron Maiden is. I can go on a laundry list of why Iron Maiden is one of the greatest bands to ever touch the stage. And I think that's what he was saying. It's no knock to them, no knock to Missy Elliott or LL Cool J. But in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he feels like rockers should be in the Hall of Fame, especially great iconic rockers should be in the Hall of Fame. Again, it's not like the Music Hall of Fame or something like that. I feel like his point was it's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rock and roll should be at the forefront of that Hall of Fame. Should there be a Hip Hop's Hall of Fame? I don't know if there is, but there should be one. And I feel like hip hop and R&B should be top of the list with hip hop and R&B artists. If you want to throw some honorable mention characters who have kind of crossed over type shit, fine. Your Limp Bizkits, your Beastie Boys, who, mind you, were a punk rock band. And they did very well in hip hop. So they stuck with hip hop. That's great. There's a plethora of people who've crossed. I feel like fucking Jonathan Davis of Korn has a great hip hop vibe where he fits into the hip hop genre sometimes. Linkin Park fits into the hip hop genre, even though they are a metal band or a alternative rock band. Can easily dive into the hip hop R&B style. There are bands that can do that, but at the same time, I feel like if you're if you're rock, metal, anything of that nature, if you're playing fucking instruments and you're doing it well, you should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's, I think, more of what Chris Jericho's point was. Not that Missy Elliott isn't talented. Not that she doesn't deserve to get the accolades she got. Not that, same thing with LL Cool J, that he's not talented and doesn't deserve the accolades. But a band at the level that Iron Maiden is at, that anybody who loves rock and roll music can sit there and look at Iron Maiden and say, yes, they are great. They are great people. They've toured incredibly. They're all in their 70s and still fucking rocking houses and selling out consistently. Stadiums, putting on some of the greatest shows you've ever seen. Yes, they deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't give a fuck if it's under or over somebody, but I do feel like that when it says Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I feel like rock music should be at the forefront. I think that's what he was going for, but I'm going to say that's what the fuck I'm going for. For somebody who cares about rock music and what rock music is, great. Let these people be at the forefront. Can other people, if you want to make it the Music Hall of Fame, fine. I don't give a shit. But I think at this point now we can just say that rock and roll music is not dying, but just not giving. They've not been given the gratitude that they deserve. You know, I feel like there's a lot of rock and metal bands that have been slept on, shitted on, and just not given the credit that they deserve. And I'm gonna give you one case in point, and then I'm gonna end this episode. A band that I love and adore with the highest of passions is Metallica. I feel like every rocker in this world is just like, yeah, fuck yeah, Metallica. You know, because they're fucking great. They are one of the greatest bands that's ever existed. Started out in the early 70s, mid 70s, and has been, just touring and tearing down the house ever fucking since. Say what you will about, their whole Napster thing and whatever the fuck you care about, whatever you want to talk about. I'm just talking about them as musicians. As musicians, they're fucking incredible, but never really got the respect that they deserve as musicians. And here's why I say that. Previous to this last album that they dropped, Lux Eternal. Lux Eternal's great. Love that new album, by the way. The last one before that was Hardwired. They finally got some recognition. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the Emmys they were invited to. And as metalheads, we all know, stay the fuck away from the Emmys. We have our own award ceremony for rock and metal, the Golden God Awards. That's where we go because we had to make our own space because we weren't getting the recognition and acknowledgement that we deserved. Because, and I understand a few other reasons why, metal music and rock music doesn't get played the way that pop and R&B music gets played. R&B and pop can get away with singles. Metal and rockers do not do that. They create full albums and storied albums and albums that, go together in one long string of music. Metallica's great at doing that. Their albums tell great stories. So you typically listen to a Metallica album all the way through. You're not going to just find the one song and overplay that one over and over again. Although we do that as well. Just not to the extent that hip hop and R&B does that. So if you were talking about just standard listens, I can understand why you would think that would be, an issue because you're not looking at one singular Metallica song is probably never going to be as popular as a R&B song because I listen to Master of Puppets, the album, not just Master of Puppets, the song. I might listen to a single Missy Elliott song. I will rarely listen to her whole album in entirety. That's just what it is. But I digress. When they put out the album, Hardwired, they got invited to the Emmys. For some odd reason, when they were invited to the Emmys, they had, if I'm not mistaken, that was Lady Gaga sing along with them because the Emmy said so. The Emmy was like, hey, we know that you guys are great, apparently, but people don't know you that well. So we're going to stick a known artist with you to sing your song. Why? We know who Metallica is. I was showing the fuck up for Metallica for that Emmys because I wanted to hear him perform live on the Emmys. Why did you stick Lady Gaga to it? No fucking idea. Secondary thing that I know about rock bands in general, they have their own crew. They have their own roadies. They put up, set up, get their instruments ready, and before every performance. Metallica's sound guys and roadies are so well known that we cheer them when they show the fuck up type shit. We know they're guys, and we know the band type shit. They didn't allow them to use their own sound and equipment guys at the Emmys. The Emmys are like, we got it. We can handle it. We can set up your equipment. And they managed to fuck it all up. So The lead singer, James, his mic didn't work. His guitar was cutting in and out. Kurt's guitar was cutting in and out. Because, I don't know, weirdly enough, musicians like Metallica play their own music. They don't have backing tracks playing for them that are already done. They will play themselves on stage. So that was kind of weird for the Emmy people. So they fucked up setting up. So guess who got to sing the entire song? Lady fucking Gaga. So some people who have yet to hear the fucking song at all, if I'm not mistaken, they played, they didn't play Hardwired to Self-Destruct. They played Moth to a Flame. And the entire time, it's only Lady Gaga singing. Not James Hetfield, you know, the guy who wrote the lyrics for the song, who performs the fucking song on a, you know, consistent basis. James was so damn pissed that he literally smashed his guitar and walked the fuck off stage right after the song. But he's a professional. He finished the song the best he could. But that's the shit I'm talking about. It's the lack of respect for, you know, we're our own musicians. We do our shit ourselves. The lack of making sure that our mics work properly type shit. You know, allowing, you know, somebody who shouldn't be there to be there. Not that Lady Gaga doesn't deserve to perform, but maybe perform your shit. Maybe not perform somebody else's song. Not force them to do it. Metallica, I'm sure, was okay with Lady Gaga singing, but at the end of the day, was just like, I would prefer to sing my own fucking song. And mind you, ever since that incident, every time they perform that song now, they're like, hopefully our mics work. But they should, because our guys have done it. That kind of shit. They know that it was the Emmys who fucked that up. So that's all I'm saying. There is no respect for the rock and metal community. For some odd reason, even though there is a community, there is a strong knit community. And if you don't know, join us. Have fun with us. It's a great fucking time. And that's all. It's just in the music industry, I feel like rock music gets kicked to the side a lot. Especially hard rock, metal music gets kicked to the side quite often. And there's not a lot of bands that get the respect that they deserve at the end of the day. When it comes to music overall, we have to look to our own communities to give respect to our communities. So on that note, it's just a sad fact. Do I feel like Missy Elliott deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Sure. But let's make sure that the rock and rollers get into the Hall of Fame as well. I feel like, especially people like Iron Maiden and shit like that, they should be in there while they're alive so that they can, revel off of the fact that they earned that accomplishment. Let's not wait till they're all fucking dead and gone so they can get the acclimates that they deserve. That's all I think. That's all I'm going to say. Say what you want. Maybe we'll continue this conversation later down the line. But on that note, so much for a Throwback Friday. We won't get to throwback to anything because you got an hour show today. How does it feel to get a full hour show with no commercial breaks? I mean, there'll be some commercials on audio, but on YouTube side, I didn't even have to take a fucking break. A couple sip breaks, but goddamn, man, I still got it. I still fucking got it. So let's do me a favor, a small one. Scroll down, hit subscribe, because there's a lot of you guys who are listening and still ain't subscribed. Do me that favor. Make YouTube happy and help me promote myself. We got to make it to 1,000 subscribers, man. I got to do it. I got to do it just to say I did it, man. I would love a play button, but I ain't going to get there if I don't get more subscribers. So do me a favor. While you're listening, subscribe. If you're listening on audio, run over to Effin Entertainment on YouTube and subscribe real quick. Just a quick subscribe, man. If you don't want to watch on there, that's cool. Just subscribe so they know that I exist. Pump me up a little bit and whatnot. Drop a comment and whatnot. That'd be cool. But if you're listening on audio, comment and follow and like and all of that stuff on there too, because you can do all of those things. Especially on is it Apple Podcasts or iPodcasts? I don't know what the fuck. iTunes. Like, comment, do all those things on there. Spotify, like, comment. You can do all that stuff on there too. Not on the app apparently, but find a way. There's always, if there's a will, there's a way. Share, tell your friends, do all of that stuff. Do me a favor, go support Invincible, even though he hasn't been there in a bit. Go support him. He deserves it. He's incredible, just like you guys. And again, support Kelly. She's not here right now, but she deserves to have loved and supported just like I'm loved and supported. And she has a really cool podcast called the Think Positive Podcast, Engineered by me, not hosted by me, but engineered by me, produced by the Effin' Entertainment crew. So yeah, go give her podcast a shot. It's fucking awesome. She learns a lot of stuff, man. You learns a lot of stuff. So support her, support Invincible, and support me by liking, commenting, sharing, and doing all the things you need to do. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Links are down below. Stop by www.fnentertainment.com. I can show you that real quick, right? Let me show you that. No, I can't show you that right now. Oh no, I can. There it is. There's a button for it. Is that the button? Bam! www.fnentertainment.com for all your effing needs and whatnot. You know, fucking you got the podcast page with Instagram post, ways to listen to the podcast, effing shop on the side. You can do all those things there. Great place to do it all, by the way. www.fnentertainment.com. Links below. Link trees below. No excuses not to find us on anything that you need to find us on. We're all over the place. Just like, share. Make sure you blow us the fuck up. On that note, I will see you next week with a fantastic show, couple fantastic shows, and maybe a new guest. So I will see you next week on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Peace, chicken grease, and get the fuck out of my house.